Okay. There. That. Cool. Sweet. Take that. This over here. Cool. Sweet. Okay. I will be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. So, be right back. Oh. How long are you gonna keep playing Round of Goals? How did you? Hey, did you steal the Giga Donuts for the mirror? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Here it is, boys. In the earnings, right there. The Donias is gone. We sold it. The mirror has been obtained. Okay. So with that, we are actually now going to actually be able to make like serious swaps. Now we can juice. Other things sold as well. So now I have this many divines, as well as what the mirror is going to sell for. So we can go ahead and take that.
Yes.
What's the mirror selling for? That's pretty good. I have no uses for a mirror at all, so we're just going to sell this and go.
Let's see if there are any takers.
Oof. That's going to take a while. But anyways. There we go. You can open Ange and stash at the same time.
What's new? What's new? Can I help?
I cannot.
What's new?
Click stash, control click Ange. Okay, I just did that. Definitely not working out. All right, so what we're doing is we're basically going into the Giga version of the build. We'll probably enjoy that for like 2 or 3 more days, with a little travel time to the stash. I don't know. They're right next to each other. Anyways, so what are we gonna do? We gotta make the gloves. We gotta make the time lost sapphire, and we have to get a from nothing conduit. So let's go ahead and get the from nothing conduit. Conduit. Oh, nice. They dropped in price. That's pretty good. I need that. Thank you. Pretty crazy one.
Check back soon.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and put that somewhere over here. I don't know. It'll be over here somewhere. Cool. The other thing I'd like to do is actually craft better rings, but the rings are fine for now, I guess. But like one of the things I want with the rings is the +1 level of spells. That'd be like dope. Anywho. Okay, so from here now, what do we need? Now what we need is we need to construct not only the time lost sapphire, but the sapphires, and we need to craft the gloves. The gloves, that's another thing we need to do. So I can either buy the gloves or I can craft gloves. So let's go ahead and take a look at the gloves and see how much they're actually worth here. So fires, let's see, gloves, just ints. Okay. We want mana. Probably 2 maximum energy shield because I don't know how much the gloves base give. What are the names of the gloves? Let's go item level 82. Requirements like 60 int or something. What are the names of the gloves? I think it's embellished. I think I can't remember. Maybe jeweled or something like that. I can't remember what they're called. Opulent. Or Val. Something of that sort. It doesn't matter. It just needs to be item level 82. Siren scale. I think there's multiple gloves that require level 82. That are just energy shield gloves. What I'm curious is which ones have the highest amount of energy shield. And I think those ones are siren scales. They are siren scales. All right. Cool. So, siren scale. Mana. We need to be at least 105. Okay. Now, when I look at siren scales, the energy shield on them, in terms of the maximum base of the siren scale, let me go ahead and take a look here. Siren scale gloves. 54? Looks like 54 is the highest. So if that's the case, then energy shield percentage is probably going to be, let's see. They're both about the same. 54. I would just go with the flat energy shield. And actually energy shield. I'd go for both, right? Because then from there what we need levels to projectile, but that's... I thought levels to projectiles was a prefix. You also can get a prefix being your projectile damage and your projectile speed. Let's see here. There it is. It's a Curl's Hunt prefix. Wait, how did you get a mirror all of a sudden? I sold the Adonia's wand. The Adonia's wand that we had, I sold it. It was sitting in the stash all the time. We crafted it on stream. You can go back onto the previous streams and you can see it. We crafted it. It was a +4, but like overcapped on all the other things. It was a really, really good wand. Is linked to build actual? No. But that's a good place to start. So Coral's Hunt, this thing.
What's new?
This thing, Girl's Hunt. Gloves can roll marksman modifiers. It's a socket bound. Got you. Okay. Got it. Now you can have the prefix to be projectile damage, projectile speed, and effective marksmanship skills. The projectile speed can get up to like 40%, which is pretty good. But is that better than just having more maximum energy shield? I think it is. I think at this point it would be, actually. More maximum energy shield would be great, but projectile speed would be very, very, very good. Projectile damage would also be decent. Especially with the fact that we're going to be transferring into a crit-based build, which means the arcs are going to be dunking. So that would be a good option too. But we definitely need the projectile skills. And we're going to need... not my projectiles. Have a chance to chain additional time from terrain. Have additional chance to... when forking. And there's all sorts of stuff you could do with that. But I think it's projectile skills. And then it's going to be critical hit damage bonus. And then possibly rarity or intelligence. So let me go ahead and write this down, because I want to either craft these or I want to make them, or I want to buy them. But if I want to buy them and they're like fucking over 1,000 divs, I'm probably just going to fucking make them. All right. So for my prefixes, I want mana. I could go for projectile damage or projectile speed. But honestly, I think... energy shield's just the way to go. I think double ES is just like... that's kind of the direction we want to hit on that. Okay. And then... with this, I think this is just the way to go, man. Then in terms of here, we definitely want the proj skills to be number 2. It is going to be make re-rolling the suffixes really hard. So because of that, we actually want to lock our suffixes down, because there's just so many more suffixes we can get. The idea is that whatever you want to lock down the things that are harder to hit first. And because of the fact that Coral's Hunt suffixes means that like these are going to add to the pool of this shit as well, meaning that we kind of want to roll for our suffixes first. So with that said, we're going to be also rolling for critical hit damage. Which means that we're going to be doing chaos. We're going to be chaosing. What has a lower chance? The critical hit damage? Or the projectile skills? I'm assuming the projectile skills has a lower chance to hit. Because even though the weight says 20, it's not. It's just adding to this, and it has this on top of it. So I'm assuming you want a chaos for the projectile skills. And then what you do is you just add your double suffix modifier into getting the critical hit damage bonus. But then we need to figure out which one's the highest in terms of like the whittling. We could also create a blocker, or we could desecrate them to do it. Skills first for fracture. Okay, so we want to fracture the projectile skills. Okay, that makes sense. Then from there, I don't really need rarity of items found, to be honest. I really don't. I have enough rarity, but it's not something I'm against. It's either intelligence or it's rarity. But the thing about intelligence is that it has a really high item level. What else has a very high item level? It's going to be your resistances. Resistances can be a blocker. So what we could do is we could create a blocker if we wanted to. which would allow us to completely whittling into oblivion, but I don't want to do that. That's going to be expensive as fuck. So, link to a POB in your Discord that has a good approach to swapping to crit damage. We have a link to POB that has a good approach to swapping to crit damage. Got you. Yeah. Yeah, because then we have to make the time lost sapphire, and we have to make the new sapphires themselves too. Each of those sapphires that we have to make is going to be like 600 to 700 divs, and we have to make the time lost sapphire, which is going to be like 1,000 divs, and then we have to make these gloves, which could be like 600 to 700 divs. But when we do that, our crit damage should like supersede like 900%, and we're going to have more mana, and we're going to have more energy shield. It's just we're just so much stronger. Like it's just so much fucking better than what Malagaros can give. We also need to take out the Jaquanis, then actually get the jewels. Yeah. I have conduit. I got the conduit. We need to make the time loss. We need to make the gloves. Then we're gonna get the jewels, and then we need to take out the Jaquanis, and then we need to put the Jaquanis into the helm, and then we're pretty much good. Only damage rolls, not energy shields. So you want to go for these prefixes. So you want to go for projectile damage and projectile speed. At Ziri, Pain Attunement, and GG. So you do want these prefixes. You want the projectile speed you want the projectile speed and the projectile damage? Ugh, and the mana. You do not want energy shield. Interesting. I went proj speed, damage, and flat mana. Okay. Awesome. Then crit hit chance, crit damage, and +2 suffix. You went crit hit chance here. Yeah, that would be it. I like that. Because the intelligence and the rarity I don't really need. Okay, so with that being said, we kind of have a plan. Okay, so the plan first that we need to do is we need to get fractured gloves. How much are the fractured gloves? That are not corrupted. No, I have a 7 mod. My 7 mod is on my my chess piece, so we don't need to worry about that. But we also want them to be exceptional with 2 sockets. And that's a crafted. I mean, these aren't terrible. Looks like people are just trying to get rid of them. Oh, nice.
Have an order? Oh, it's you.
The hideout instance no longer allows trading. Please re-enter what? Huh?
Hey.
Okay, hold on. The realm is currently down for maintenance.
I have a buyer.
The fuck?
Have an order?
Cool. Yeah, we have like 7,000 divs. That's after buying the conduit. So I think we're good. All right. So these aren't exactly what I want, but they're very close. And they are craftable. I don't need this because I use a jewel to do that. I use a gem to do that. There's a gem that I have that when I spend mana, I get Arcane Surge, so I don't need this. But this is a crafted modifier. So we need to not have crafted modifier. Not. pseudo crafted modifiers with 2 augmentable sockets. Huh. So they don't exist? Does that mean I have to make them myself? I have Essence of Hysteria. The crit damage bonus, though, is less than what... Just look up any gloves. Don't focus on max ES. I mean, that's what I did. I literally looked up Siren Scale gloves, level 82. I don't think they need to be level 82, but item level 82, Siren Scale gloves, 2 augmentable sockets with 2 projectiles and no crafted modifiers, and not corrupted. Oh, you know why? Because the crafted modifier is the other. Oh, it's not even searching the market. Hold on. What? Huh. Sockets 1. Oh, interesting. It counts as 1 even though it has 2. Okay. But then when you put not. Yeah, got you. Yeah. Because the curls hunt. Yeah, you're right. Augmentable sockets means you can put something into it. Whereas curls hunt just eats the socket. That's why. The hunt blocks it. Got it. Yep. We're learning. Crafted modifiers. We don't want crafted modifiers. None. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're looking for, yeah. We do not want crafted modifiers. Augmentable socket, Siren Scale. Yeah, 300. I mean, that's the one, right? Ripta, give the thumbs up. Oh, I have no idea. Oh, okay, cool. All right, well, I'm buying them. I'm back to PoE 1. That's the one, yeah. All right, cool. Got it. All right. With Essence of Hysteria, you can get T2 crit damage and can cycle Desecration without Omen of Light. True, but here's my argument, Buji. I have 7,000 Divines. So, do we care? If you get gloves with 95% ish chance to pierce, you can remove pierce 3 from Spark. I like that. Let's see here. Chance to pierce an enemy. This is a suffix. So you're saying that we go for this, pierce an enemy, and crit hit damage bonus rather than crit hit chance. And then with that, what we could do is we could now run something like projectile speed 2. No, let me see. What other thing can we run instead of pierce in our Spark? If we don't run pierce in Spark, what would we run? Diala's Desire? You run Execute 3. Execute with projectile extension with Aziri.
What's new?
Which one? No. Communion and Spark? How does that work? Because it's a persistent skill. Communion and Archmage Trinity. Got you. Got you. You put Communion Arc. Okay, well the problem with the Archmage is that don't you like die? Because you just spend so much fucking mana. And if you drop Chaos Inoculation, I mean, there's not a lot of things that deal Chaos damage. I mean, it's like whatever. There's not a lot of things that deal Chaos damage. But even then, it's like... something about you run Aziri and something else. You can just get a free Trinity if you don't like Archmage. Gotcha. But then, okay. You need to switch to Eldritch Battery if you want to do this. I do not want to switch to Eldritch Battery. And I do not want to do that. I do not want to run the Eldritch Battery variant. He has 1386 crit damage with Aziri's. I don't want to switch to the Eldritch Battery. Because Eldritch Battery with Archmage is squishy as fuck. Yes, you deal damage to the fucking moon, but the problem is that in Expedition, there are things that are, like, they can't die. And if they can't die, that gives you an excuse to die. So I don't want to run that version. Because Archmage costs so much fucking mana, bro. You are actually more tanky with Eldritch Battery than normal Energy Shield. With Archmage? Really? I'm copying his build. I'm build, and bro, I don't die. Okay, all right. Hey, you know what? Cool. You know what? Hey, let's make a swap. Let's do it. Like, we're at the end of the season. Fuck it. Let's just swap it, right? Let's just go Eldritch Battery. Granted, I don't think I have all the gear to fucking swap to his variant of the build, because I don't think I have, like, maximum mana on fucking everything, but I can try. Or, like, does he not run Sacred Flame? He can't be running Sacred Flame. He's got to be running, like, a standard scepter with, like, mana or some shit. I don't know. Like, how do you swap to Eldritch Battery like that? Checked out linked POB. I mean, where? You put it in YouTube. You can't link it anything in YouTube. You have to link it either in your Discord. Can't link here. Okay. Where in my link? Okay, where? Oh, you gave me a message. Gotcha. Okay, hold on. Nope, that's not you. He runs Sacred Flame. Okay. So where is it in the links? In the Discord. Where is it? Sort chat pinned. Okay. I'm looking at all the pinned and sort chat. There's nothing here about any of those builds. I'm checking it out right here. Check. So I'm checking out pinned, and there's nothing here. The last one, bruh. What? This one? Really expensive? Okay, hold on. So it's one of these two? Which one? It's at the bottom, the very bottom. This one? Middle one. This one. Ice mangoes. Got it. Okay. There we go. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Let's see what you got. Let's see what's going on here. Damn, that's a lot of sapphires. What the fuck? Dan, he goes for all the jewel sockets, bro. He goes for all the jewel sockets. I love it. I love it. That's so cool. I love how he just goes for all of the jeweled sockets. Okay. Which one is he running? Spirit of the Stag. I don't need Stag, so that's fine. Have Wrath Pit and Adorned, which is way more expensive if you have currency. And we're not doing Wrath Pit, so we're good. Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to have any fucking chaos resistance, so it just is what it is. Obviously, he's got Jaquani's in there. He's got that. Okay. A perfect Mind Rune in his boots. Rabbit Idol. Okay, alright. Curls and Perfect Mind. Projectile speed, projectile damage. Okay, and we look down here. Cast on Elemental Ailment. Execute 3. Support skills with 3 more damage while you are low on life. Deals with on advanced enemies or who are low on life. Okay, got you. Chaos res is whatever. Got you. Okay. So he runs a lot of executes. Efficiency, Zenith 2, execute, Rock Out is full. He does not run the other things. That's interesting. I kind of like that. I kind of like where he's going with this. And they have mana cost efficiency while you are above 90% mana. So the comets, though you're not dropping as many comets, the comets are dealing fucking big-ass damage. The goal is to remove Pinpoint, but you need more crit chance for it. Execute an efficiency in Spark? Interesting. I don't know about efficiency. You need a chance to pierce enemies. So you need to have that in the gloves. Yeah, I'm sure you still drop a shitload of comets for sure. And you need a shitload. You need it with Eldritch Battery and Archmage. I have the Archmage. I have the Archmage already set up. I'm ready to go with the Archmage. Check this shit out. Where is it? Look at that. I got the Archmage. We're good. So that's why you have to run efficiency. Got you. Because of the Archmage. Okay. I like that. I like Strong-Hearted. That's cool. Arctic Armor, really? And he drops Trinity. I like that. Because the thing with Archmage is that Trinity doesn't work. I tried Archmage, it doesn't work. Because what happens with Trinity is it just makes all your damage just go full fucking lightning and Trinity no longer works. He is running out Eldritch Battery. It's up there. He's got it right here. Okay, cool. All right. Awesome. Cool. We have a blueprint of where we're going. Okay, cool. What we need to do now is we need to craft these gloves. So, The first thing that we're going for is... hold on. Wait. Okay, so we need to go for suffixes first. And in order to do this, we want to drop pinpoint, but I don't know if we want to do that. But trying to hunt for that much critical hit chance in our build means that we just have less. I think we don't drop pinpoint. Well, no, you do want to drop pinpoint because pinpoint, what it does is it drops your crit damage by a shitload. That's the problem. So you do need to drop pinpoint. Because pinpoint is dropping your crit damage by a fuck ton. It drops it by like 30%. So you do want to run it without, which means you do need critical hit chance. So we're trying to drop pinpoint and everything. You won't be able to drop pinpoint with only 7k divs, in my opinion. Oh, nice. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Depends on if you have a chance above 75 to 80%, which would require insane fucking jewels. Got you. Or you would run ambush. Got you. Okay. All right, so let's go for not dropping pinpoint right now. And let's just go for crafting gloves. Let's just stay focused. Let's go for crafting gloves. So crafting gloves, we're definitely going to want to go for the critical hit chance. We definitely want that. And then we're going to want to go for critical hit damage bonus. That's going to force us to keep... That's going to force us to have to keep Pierce in our Spark, which is okay. That's not a bad thing, but that's kind of what we need to go for. Okay, good to go. All right. So we need to go for, we have that. So we need to go for our suffixes first. So we need to go for critical hit chance and critical hit damage bonus. And then we just need to annul perfect, annul perfect, annul perfect, annul perfect, annul perfect until we hit what we want in this. Because the critical hit damage bonus or the critical hit chance are not good things. Well, actually, critical hit chance is a good thing to whittle for. But if we try to do a whittle, that's just going to be oof. This is going to be a lot of annuls. A lot of annuls and a lot of chaos spamming until we actually hit this shit. Like a lot. I don't need Surge on gloves because I have Surge on my Tempest, and we're gonna go through our mana very quickly. So, I think it's fine. I dropped Pierce like mango, and I don't even feel it. True. You'll remove Tempest. You're just not even going to use Tempest. You need the skill slot. Interesting. You're going to be dropping Tempest. Interesting, which means you do need a way to get Arcane Surge. Tempest is a waste anyway. Got you. So we're just getting rid of Tempest completely and just going for straight base damage being massive. Gotcha. But that means we have to give up something. Like if we run Arcane Surge on gloves, which I believe is a desecration. If we run Arcane Surge here as a desecrated suffix, then that means we have to either give up critical hit damage or critical hit damage bonus. It means we have to give up, we want to keep critical hit chance at high, which means we have to give up critical hit damage bonus. You drop the +1 suffix on chest and get it on gloves? Yeah, no, that's not happening. The nice thing is that this is increased critical hit damage bonus, not more critical hit damage bonus, which is nice. I know, but it's not happening. So. Arcane Surge on Ascendancy works too. You only lose Elemental Storm. That's kind of mid anyways. That's true. You have Arcane Surge. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. We lose Elemental Storm, which means we need to run Arbiter's Ignition somewhere else, but we'll find a place to run Arbiter's Ignition. It's not a big deal. But we just put Arbiter's Ignition somewhere else. You ran it on cast on Elemental Ailment. That makes sense. You run Arbiter on Arctic Armor and then just headbutt an enemy once in a while. Okay. Alright, so we're going to give up on that. So because of that, that means we can run crit hit damage and we can run crit hit chance. So that's what we're going for. We're going for crit hit damage and crit hit chance. Cool. Alright, so that means that we are going to sit here and we are going to Chaos Orb this shit into Oblivion until we hit either crit hit chance or crit hit damage T1. Correct? And then from there, we have to add a perfect Exalted Orb. Yeah, that's kind of how we have to do it. All right, here we go. T2. All right, we're gonna need a lot. We're gonna need like a lot of Chaos Orbs. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
That's hilarious. But no, that's not what we want. Yeah, the amulet and the chest craft are not coming, dude. They're too expensive. I'm not doing that. That's C1 projectile damage. That sucks. We have to try to hit that, don't we? Worth doing the crit hit damage. I don't think it's worth doing the crit hit damage with Hysteria here and Cycling Desecration. I don't know. I think it's worth doing crit hit damage with Hysteria here and Cycling Desecration to get crit hit chance cheaper because you don't need Omens of Light. Are you trying to are you trying to desecrate for the suffix? Or are you trying to desecrate for the prefix? I would say desecrate for the prefix, bro. We're just trying to get our suffixes right now. But what we could do is we could just live with tier 2 crit hit damage and then just go for tier 1 we could just go for tier 2 crit hit damage and just live with tier 1 crit chance. So we could just literally roll for the tier 1 crit chance rather than like try to hit the tier 1 crit damage. Just trying to hit for tier 1 crit damage is going to be absolutely fucking pain. It's going to be absolute fucking pain. The other thing is that right now we already have the projectile damage. So we could go for a desecration with Hysteria and keep cycling that over and over and over again until we hit the critical hit damage tier 1 or critical hit chance tier 1 and then critical hit damage by doing the essence trick. I mean, I've already bought it. It's there. There are multiple ways we can do this craft, but I already hit the tier 1 projectile damage. So I'm sitting here going kind of like, like, and then from here, we just like basically try to do, like, we desecrate for the critical hit chance and we just deal with tier 2 crit damage. Or is it, what is the other, I can't remember what Hysteria does. I can't remember what Hysteria, it's like, it's one of the crits. It's critical hit damage bonus. What's the item level on crit chance? It's pretty high. I think it's 75%. Or 75, yeah. It's pretty high. 75. Depending on if prefix, I'm dumb. Not below. You might need to do prefixes first. And then suffixes with the trick. Since fracture's on the suffix side. That's true. So I have the prefixes here. So now I hit this. So now it's a case of we need to hit prefix. And then we go for the desecration bullshit with the Hysteria crap in the suffixes. I think that's kind of what we're going to have to do. Because otherwise, when we hit those, it's going to be so fucking expensive to use, like, Sinistral Annuls and shit like that. Like, we can guarantee the suffixes with the Desecration trick and the Hysterias, which is going to be really, really cheap, and it's only T2. It's not the biggest deal. Like, oh no, I'm losing 5% critical hit damage bonus, but holy fuck, that is so much cheaper. That's, like, ridiculously cheaper. And you're only losing 5% critical hit damage bonus. I think that's actually the way to go. And then what you do is you try to hit the prefixes, because these prefixes can be fucking rough. When we have a guaranteed way to hit the suffixes, we might as well try to hit the suffixes with the guaranteed way at the end, because that's going to be relatively cheap. And we just go for the essence trick and cycling the currency, so we don't need to use Omens of Light until we hit the tier 1 critical hit damage bonus. Or is it... God damn it, what's Hysteria? Fuck, every time. Tier 1 critical hit chance. So we hit tier 1 critical hit chance with the Desecration, and then we do the essence trick with Hysteria, which is super cheap to do. Yeah, we actually have to go for the suffixes, bro. Yeah. So what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do, okay? This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do this. We're going to go for trying to hit projectile speed and projectile damage. Okay? And use those as blockers. Then we're going to fucking whittle until we hit mana, T1. If something happens, then we can... Because the whittle can hit, like, resistances, like a tier 1 resist. And if it hits tier 1 resist, that's like, that sucks, but it's still cheaper to hit. So from here, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go for Ritual. We're going to go for Greater Exaltation and Sinistral. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to Perfect Exalt, and we're going to try to hit. And with this, we're trying to hit one of the two, which is going to be projectile speed or mana. Those are the two that we're trying to hit. That's how we're going to do this. Yeah, because we can guarantee the suffixes. Yep, that's what we're doing. Okay. Okay, it didn't hit, so now we need to annul. I don't know how I got lucky there. We're not going to talk about it. Let's just keep going. We got T2 mana. Unfortunately, not what I'm looking for, so we have to annul again. And now we have to Chaos Slam. And we just keep going. We're going for projectile. Man, tier 3 projectile damage is rough. That's tier 2 projectile speed. Tier 2 projectile damage feels bad. So it's 31% of the projectiles. That's what we're looking for. Which is painful, but it's definitely the way to go because we can guarantee the suffixes. Would Greater Chaos be better here? Maybe. I'll go ahead and use some Graders, see what happens. I mean, that worked out. That worked out. That worked out real good. All right, well, now we whittle. I'm assuming we're going to use Graders. Oh, no. No. That sucks. That's unfortunate, buddy. That's really unfortunate. We have to go 1/3 and all because it hit the prefix. So because the accuracy rating is tier 1, we have to actually try to go for a 1/3 and all. That's the only option we have. That sucks. All right, we go for a 1/3 and all. Here we go. That's disgusting. It's so gross. It's so gross. Hit the 1/3 and all. All right, okay. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube that you keep refreshing it because it can like fall behind on time. You guys are like 30 seconds behind me right now. Okay, so now we don't want to use a perfect. We just use a regular exalted with a sinistral. Okay, now from here we whittle with our graders. Okay. Now, we have to annul suffix. Yeah, we have to annul suffix.
Hail.
I'll just go ahead and get 2 of these.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Then we have to sinistral here, or let go of that. Regular exalted. Then we have to turn this on, and we have to go again. I mean, this is getting kind of unethical at this point. I keep hitting tier 1s, which are being blocked by that. This is kind of unethical. This is really rough to do. Maybe normal chaos then to get worse mods. Yeah, but we're trying to also get tier 1 mana, so it's like a greater is kind of like right in the middle, you know? Okay, good. 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 This is going to be very expensive. Holy shit, this is going to be so expensive. Until we hit tier 1 mana? Oh my god. This whittle shit is going to get real expensive real fast. Tier 4 maximum mana.
Hail. I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Yeah, it's just gonna be what it is, boys. I mean, this is just crafting. This is just what crafting is. So we just fucking bear with it. Okay, we're out. We buy 10 more whittles. This is definitely the worst part for sure. I mean, god damn it. I mean, god damn it. I know, I do take Pierce. But we do want to like there is a world where we want to take off Pierce, you know what I'm saying? Nah, we just take off Pierce. It's fine. This Pierce is trash. Alright, never mind. Okay, Dextral annulment. Give me like 4 of those.
I'll post it right away.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and do a greater with a Sinistral, just to see if we can fucking hit it. Bam. We didn't hit it, so now we go back to our whittle trick. And we go again. We hit tier 1 lightning resistance. That's fucking tragic. Then we Sinistral annul with a greater exalted. Tier 1 maximum life, I'm absolutely certain that is a higher roll. I'm 110% certain that's a higher roll. It is not a higher roll. Don't know how the fuck it isn't a higher roll, but fuck it. We're going to run with it. Okay, so we need greater chaoses. Take like 30. No.
Let's see if there are any takers.
Give me that. Then we go whittle again. This is going to be pain. That's okay. It only pierces 1 target. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that is definitely not the way to go. Okay. Oh. All right. Well, in that case, we have to do that. And we're going to have to Sinistral. Tier 4 maximum mana, you bastard. Grr. More whittles.
Help? I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Tier 2. God damn it. God damn it. Son of a bitch. So why aren't you just buying these instead again? Because I like crafting, freak. It's the journey of learning how to craft. All right? You learn how to craft and you learn how to do shit like this, then, you know, it is what it is. I will say, I mean, we got plenty. We're still okay. I just don't know if I want to live with T2 mana. I don't know. I think it's an extra 40 mana, right? It's an extra like 10 mana. I don't know. It's not, because tier 2 mana is 104, tier 1 is 105 to 124. So like it's 20 extra mana. There's no way you settle with tier 2. Fine. Fine. Okay, now we're fucked. Now we're actually fucked. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, there's nothing we can do except try to hit the 1/3 and all. And if we don't hit the 1/3 and all, then we go back and doing our trick again, and we just, yeah. Well, yeah, there's nothing we can do. We just have to annul. We didn't hit it, which means we have to annul all the way down. Try to hit the 50-50. We lost. Damn, that is unfortunate. Well, back to chaos slamming. There's my tier 1 mana. Might as well, dude. Who knows? Might as well. Who knows? Like, we don't fucking know, bro. I'm just gonna fucking... We're gonna fucking slam it and see what happens. Didn't fucking happen, so we just annul. Hey, it didn't hit, so we do another. We do it again. And we go back to chaos slamming. Oop. Okay. Didn't hit it. And we go back. This is literally it. This is literally our life. This is what we do. How's everybody's day going? There's the T1 mana. We don't know. We just fucking hit it. There's no reason to not do this. I have a 3 socket version available right now. Oh. Okay, well, didn't hit it. We're gonna need a nulls.
Let's see if there are any takers.
Damn. We go again. Brother. Do we go the fucking suffix route? Mm. And prefix desecration? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to. This is good. This is pretty good. So what we have to do is we have to create a blocker because I'm pretty sure the critical hit chance has a really high. Yeah, it's T1, right? So in this situation, what we do is we're gonna have to do some Omen of Light Jail. Wouldn't it be more expensive in that route? It could be. Yeah, it could be. Because we're going to have to Omen a Light Jail for our prefix. So the way that we have to do this is we have to desecrate the suffix. And we have to create a blocker. Then from there, what we have to do is we have to hit the 2 prefixes that we want, being the tier 1s, and just fucking like Sinistral Null into oblivion because they're trying to hit like one of them really good. Oh man, I can already see how expensive this is gonna get. Because here's the thing: if we do a desecration into the suffix right now to create the blocker for the whittles into the prefixes, then what happens is that when we go to our prefixes and we try to hit whatever the fuck it is, like let's say we try to hit our fucking projectile damage and our projectile speed or whatever. Let's say we hit the projectile speed, or we don't hit it. Let's say we don't hit the projectile speed on like the first one, or even on a double one. Let's just say like it doesn't hit. Okay, the only option you have from this point is you have to whittle or you have to annul. Now, obviously, whittle is going to be the choice, and you're just going to have to whittle this shit until you hit the tier 1 projectile damage. Then you're going to have to whittle again on the next one until you hit the projectile damage or the projectile speed, which isn't a bad thing, because then what happens is that there's not really... I don't think there's anything... Yeah, you could get the increased energy shield and maximum life. That would suck. That's when we have to use a Sinestral Null. If we get anything to T1 damage, then we're going to have to Sinestral Null. If we get tier 1 accuracy rating, we're going to have to Sinestral Null. But what we're going to have to do right now, because of the fact that we have this critical hit chance hidden, what we have to do... Keeson Live. Good Master, I've been summoned because you're crafting. Thank you. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to create critical hit chance, critical hit damage gloves with the projectile skills, and then projectile speed, projectile damage, mana on the prefix. Go. Okay, I made a lot of these. Fantastic. Thank you. Teach me how to do it. Let's go. What do we got? What do we got? Are you okay with Hysteria crit damage? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, that's completely fine. It's only 5%. It's only 5% less crit damage. I'm totally fine with that. So I was assuming that we would go for the prefixes. Yeah, we're going to get this for free because what we're going to do, I'm assuming what you're saying, Keeson, is we're going to do the fucking Hysteria essence bullshit And we're going to like do free desecration rerolling until we hit the T1 critical hit chance. But we're going to have to chaos for the prefix and slam for the other prefixes. So what we were doing in the beginning was correct. Yeah, we're just fucking sitting here and we're just fucking chaos slamming until we fucking do this shit. Okay, cool, fine. Let's just go. Okay, there's that. All right, now from here, I'm assuming you're going to do a Sinistral, Greater Exaltation, and Perfect Exalt Slam to hit for the tier 1 projectile damage. Or the tier 1 mana. We don't want tier 1 mana, we want projectile damage because then that allows us to whittle. Usually you do graders here. Okay, we'll go ahead and do a grader. But we're going for tier 1 projectile damage because then that allows us to whittle. That's what we were doing before. So we were doing it the correct way, we just got fucking unlucky. All right, cool. Okay, so in this situation, now we just have to annul and just hope that we lose or win the 30-30s. That's the only way that we can do this. There's no other way to do it. We just have to annul it down. And if we don't win, then we have to Chaos Slam again. Okay, we won. So now what we're going to do is we do this. And it's like 3 divs versus like Exalt's got you. Because these are 3 divs each. But I have a lot of these naturally found. Like, I didn't pay for these. I just found these, so I might as well use them. Fuck it. Okay, we got it. We got it. Fantastic. But is that tier 1? It is not tier 1. So now we whittle. Now we whittle, right? So now we whittle Great Arc Chaos. Until we hit tier 1 extra mana. Until we hit tier 1 mana. That's what we were doing before. That's exactly what we were doing before. Fuck. So now we have to win. Now we have to win the fucking annul again. I wouldn't say it's cheap. Well, I've already spent probably about 400 divs, and I spent 200 to get these, so I'm at like 600 so far. I usually fill my suffixes with ILL 72 essences, and then you just dextral annul them. You sly little fucker. You sly little six son of a bitch. So let me guess. You're gonna create blockers. Because, not right now, though. You don't do that right now. You just send the annul. All right. Sending it. I don't know how the fuck we won that shit. Okay, so we won that fucking annul. Now what we need to do is, do we create the blockers and the suffixes? Slam prefix with prefix perfect right now. Okay, so we need a Sinistral. I don't have the Sinistrals, so let me go get those. Sinistral Exaltation. Yeah, I'll just get 13 of them. It's fine, whatever. I think I can actually do a Chaos Orb for these. Yeah, I'm gonna just do like fucking 3.
I'll post it right
Okay. So perfect slam with this right here, right now. You got to see what you get first, yeah. So we're just going to go for it right now. Ba-bam, ba-bam. Okay, that sucks because that one, again, if I were going to try to whittle it, is going to hit all 3 of them. So now I have to win. Now I have to win the annul game again. Which I did again. Okay, that's disgusting. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit another perfect, and we just keep going. We just keep going until we get this. Okay, I don't think that one's higher. It's not. Okay, so from here we whittle, correct? Hiding streamer client. Yeah, you guys don't know this. There is a streamer client. Yeah. So now we just do this with greater chaoses. I'm gonna wait till Keeson. Okay, but the level I did the level 72 essences, so that whittle doesn't give you chaos mod. Okay. Because well, that's not gonna work. We need to do it. What essences? Because we can only put one in. So what? Do we want to desecrate the suffix? And what essence would we put in that gives us... Just put Astards in right now. Oh, because that allows us to add another additional... Yep, crafted modifier. You're correct. Okay, I got you. Because that allows us to add additional crafted modifier. So we go Astards, which I believe is in Augments, and it's in Caliguran. So you put in Caliguran. We put in this because we can take out Astards later. It doesn't suck up forever. Okay, cool. So now what we can do is we can put in Mark of the Abyss to block. Now we put in Mark of the Abyss. Well, in order to put in Mark of the Abyss, we have to put in a suffix, and then we have to use something else. But Hysteria doesn't, though, because Hysteria is giving us this one right here. It's giving us T2, critical damage bonus, which is only level 45. We want something higher than that, right? I was prepared to put in opulence. Okay, so essence of opulence and grounding. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is how we do this. So we're going to do 2 Exalted Orbs. This is just going to give us 2. And then we're going to use Sinistral Exaltation, correct? So we use Exalteds, and then we're going to go here to Ritual, and then we're going to use Dextral Crystallizations with this, and then it's going to work. Okay, cool. Don't need Crystallize. We don't? Just slam twice in Rogdog Essence. Oh, okay. Because the thing it's giving is only suffix. Okay, opulence and grounding. This one. Oh, okay. Keep rotating? Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we have both of them taken. Now, because both of those are level 72, now from here what we do is we do Greater Chaos Whittle. T2, you bastard. Okay, in this situation, we just have to fucking annul it down. Unless I want to use a Sinistral Annulment, correctly? Like, essentially, we can go for this so that we don't have to go through the whole bullshit again and we're not, like, wisting. Sinistral's not worth, you don't think so? Just regular annulls? Alright. I mean, it missed, so now we're kind of fucked. We just have to go all the way down. Ugh, man, that is... It's a restart. Yep. And we go again. fuck. Well, I think we just keep going. This game is teasing me, dude. Okay, so we got that. Now from here, we do Sinistral double Exalt, right? Because we got the projectile speed, so now we just fucking send it. We didn't hit, so now we have to annul. Didn't win, so now we have the chaos. All right, I got that rotation. Cool. Okay, there you go. Send it. Annul it. Didn't hit, so we get to do it again. Whoop. Send it. Didn't hit it. Didn't hit. We gotta go again. There we go. We got the T1. We slam again. Didn't hit. Okay, we need perfect exalts. For like 10. I don't need that many. 26.
Let's see if there are any takers.
Go again. Okay. We got it. Okay, so we got the speed, we got that. Now, from here, what we need to do is we need to add our 2 Exalted Orbs. Then, from here, what we need to do is using our Opulence and our Grounding. We need to consume these. There we go. Got both. And now from here, we are going to whittle with the Greater Chaos Orb until we hit it. Yay! Hooray! We hit it. All right, we got it. I'm so happy. And the rest is free. Correct. Yeah, the rest is free. Yep. Yep. So now Suffix, Necromancy, Hysteria. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to... Do we want to use Ancient Ribs? I'm assuming we do. I'm going to put all this stuff back. So we're going to want that. We're going to need a lot of essences. We're going to need the Essence of the Abyss, too. So we have Essence of the Abyss. After that, do regulars. Got you. Okay. So now from here, we're going to need Hysterias. Do we do Hysteria first, or we go for the other shit first? I'm assuming we actually, like, we use Hysteria last. Do we need all the Hysteria? No, you need Hysteria first right now. Okay, so we do Hysteria. All right, I need to actually take out, right? I need to... do I need to do a sinistral or a dextral null? We need to do a dextral null, right? Yeah, we need to do a dextral null. Unless we want to do an Ancient Rib right now, only on the first one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a Abyss with a Dextral Necromancy in the Ancient Rib, correct? Yeah, that's going to do it. Okay, there we go. Now, what we're going to do is grab our Abyssal Echoes, of which I have like 10,000. We're going to click those. We go here. And now we're going to go for crit hit chance. Which, tier 1 critical hit chance is 28 to 34%. You want me to do Hysteria right now? Hysteria now. Okay. Got you. I got you. I got it. So that's never a risk. Got you. Okay, so we do this. Okay. So we have the Hysteria. Now what? Now we have to Essence Abyss. Now regular Rib. Okay. With Suffix Necromancy. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Ah, but you have to keep going back and forth, right? Until you have both on? You just have to keep going back and forth? Okay, alright. I'm gonna need a bunch of Hysterias then. Hold on. I need a shitload of Hysterias.
Hail.
These are kind of expensive, bro. What the fuck? These things are expensive. It's a lot. It's 30 divs on a 1,000 div item. Okay, look. Whatever.
Fill that in as soon as I can.
Last season, there were 80 divs at the end. Yeah, for sure. Okay, all right. So essentially what we're going to keep doing here is just do this until I get both. I see what's going on. Okay. Okay, so we got both. So now, with the Omen of Abyssal Echoes searched, now we sit here and we go for the crit. If the crit doesn't hit, then we just choose whatever. And this is why we don't do an Ancient Rip, correct? So, it did not hit. So now, from here, then you hit it with an Opulence, a Grounding, or whatever on the reset. Got you. Okay, okay. So now we go back to Essence. Not that one. Opulence or Grounding. One of the two. Okay. Then what we do is we do the same thing with the Rib to hopefully suck it up. It worked. So now we go back and we do it again. Gotcha. All right. Didn't hit. Take it out. Okay, then we go again. Did not work this time. So now what we do is we do Hysteria. We hit both, so now we go again. And this is our life. This is what we do. Okay, and we go again. This is our life now. until it sucks up that modifier. Because we have to hit both. No, we can do Hysteria right now, can't we? No, we can't. We have to take off. We have to do this. No, we can do Hysteria? Hysteria? Don't do, yeah, I didn't think, yeah, don't do Hysteria. We have to keep doing this until that is it's rolled off. Okay, so now that's rolled off. Now what we can do is we do Hysteria. No more space for crafted mods. So now we do an Ancient Rib. Or not Ancient Rib, just a regular Rib. Then we do Hysteria. We get both. Now we go again. Okay, I get it. Yep. Didn't hit, so now we do Grounding again. It didn't hit, so we have to rotate between them. We hit both. Now we Hysteria. Actually, no. What we do is we do the Rib first. Then we do Hysteria. We hit both. And we go again. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Do not run out of Dextral Necromancy. Yep, I see it. I see it. I see it. Just to actually get myself safe, I'm actually going to protect myself here. I'm actually going to go get a bunch of other, like, Dextral Necromancies and shit. We are not going to fuck this up. This is not going to happen. I'm also going to recharge those. Put those away, put those away. We don't need those. We are going to need a bunch of these essences, though.
All right, your order is registered.
And then we need grounding and opulence. Cool. And then I'll go ahead and do this just to even keep myself even more safe. And then I'll grab these just to keep myself even more safe. Okay. Okay, so we didn't hit, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grounding, opulence, grounding. We hit both. Now that both are hit, we're going to Ancient Rib, or sorry, Preserved Rib. You know what I'm talking about, okay? It hits. Then from here, we are going to do Hysteria. It hits, so we're good. And we reveal. And then we do the same thing. Okay, this one hit, so now because this one hit, we can actually do a Rib. Then we Hysteria. Hit both. Good. Again. And this is going to take a while, but that's just the name of the game. What's the chances of hitting the T1 critical strike chance? Like, I haven't even seen any tiers of crit so far. So I'm curious to see what the actual chances of hitting this are. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do this forever. Gotcha. That is not tier 1 critical hit chance. Pretty sure it's not. It's 28 to 34. Never again has good chance be seen. Yeah. I have more of these, so I'll go ahead and do these first. Okay, I have 4 more of the dextrals, so pay attention to that. Three more. Two more. One more. We have to stop after this one if I don't hit. Okay, I don't hit. We have to stop. Go back and buy more. Let's go ahead and get 30.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
We'll also get more groundings. And we'll get... I think I have enough ribs. Hold on. I do not have enough ribs, so we need ribs.
I'll post it right away.
Cool. Alrighty, back to it. Okay. We did not hit, so we'll do this one. Okay. Good to go. Still have my Omen of Abyssal Echoes good to go. Reveal. Okay, didn't hit. And we'll do this. Good. Gonna work. There we go. This is fun. We're having fun. I don't care what any of you say. We're having a good time. I'll imagine a whole stream of just this. Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of what we're doing. I actually haven't seen, like, I've only seen one crit hit chance roll. So, like, the weighting on this is really, really, really low. And this doesn't even, like, guarantee that you're going to get the T1. It's just fighting for a single roll. Is rough. The Chesscraft is one of the best streams so far. Normal otter stream, pretty much. And don't worry, guys. We still have our jewels to craft too. So there's plenty to be done. Damn you, game. Damn. I'll take it just for it to look pretty. It's all right. Time to reload.
What's new? Yes? I'll fill that in as soon as I can. Hail. I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Man, we're gonna need more hysterias. We need, like, I don't know, 20.
I'll post it right away. Can I help?
All right, we're reloaded, and we may need more ribs. Hold on.
Yes. All right. Your order.
Okay, we're reloaded. Let's go. Oh, I need more Abyssal Echoes. Hold on. Hey! There it is! All right. Now we divot. Okay. We need high projectile speed, high projectile damage, high mana, high... Oh, this is going to be ass. Yeah, so now we just div this thing into oblivion. Or not. We just literally put 1 into it. We just put fucking 1. I mean, that's pretty good, bro. Like, that's pretty solid. Everything's pretty high. Nothing's perfect, but everything's like 1 off. Yeah, these are good. These are solid. Yeah, we're not divvying this anymore. We're happy with this. We're very happy with this. Price check it. Let's see. Okay. Delete 2. Delete the maxes. Maximum mana needs to be 104. Projectile speed is like 35, 35. The critical hit damage bonus is like 28 or 27. And the critical hit chance needs to be 30. And then... no augmentable sockets, but corrupted no. Yikes. And mine are better than those, which is pretty awesome. I mean, they're kind of the same, to be honest, but like, yeah, there you go. We definitely did not spend 1,200 divs to get these. I think we spent like 600. But these have 7 mods. This is 7 mods. I can't wear a 7 mod one because I have a 7 mod chess piece. Hooray. All right. Hooray, we got the gloves. Okay, so now, I mean, obviously, I mean, like, it's the only thing we can do. We have to fucking corrupt these. We have to Val this shit. Imagine it takes off a mod. We have to max quality it. Yeah, that's true. And you start over completely. That's true. See, I thought that with my chess piece too, and I hit the 4th socket, so ooh. We also want to give 1 more free corruption into it. Hold on. Wait, I think I have these. Where are they? I don't know where... I'm pretty sure I bought extras. Maybe I just bought 1. Hold on. It's the one that allows you to corrupt it. Infuser? Yeah, that's it. This one? No, it's not. It's not. It's this one. This one. This one.
I'll post it right away.
This is just for free. Okay, now. One more, it's free. It's not. Only 1 is free. Only the first one is free. 10% chance of bricking. Yeah, the next one is not free. It's a 5% chance of bricking. on the next one. But you get 6-7. Alright. Cool. We got it. It's 6-6. Alright. That's double shit. It's a cursed number. No, 666 is a cursed number. 66 is fine. I do not condone this behavior. Yeah, but here's the thing.
Can I help?
Here's the thing that you didn't count on.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
There we go. Now it's 24%. 6-7. There you go. So, here's the thing that you guys didn't count on. All right? Mama didn't raise no bitch. What'd it do? Nothing? It did nothing? Oh, it gave the third socket. There you go. Boom, ba bum 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 bum. It got the third socket. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. It's the 6-7, guys. That's the only way that you're able to hit this is you 6-7. You have to have 6-7. If you don't have 6-7, you don't get the socket. That's how it works. All right, that's how it's built into the code. That was the troll that GGG did, right? I got an extra socket on my boots, on my armor, and on my gloves. Do we want cast speed or do we want double mana? Or do we want the one where increase the ailment? This one right here. I think we do this one. Increased magnitude of non-damaging ailments is fucking sick. And then from there it's either cast speed or mana. Energy shield for Eldritch Battery. No, but if it won't give you more. Because the thing is that like no, it won't. Because it's only giving 67 energy shield, right? So because it's giving 67 energy shield, if we put in that, it increases the amount by like, I think it's 20% or something like that. 20% of 67 energy shield is like nothing. It's only like maybe 10 energy shield. And it's gonna like 10 to 15 energy shield. And that 10 to 15 energy shield will transfer into mana, but that's only 10 or 15 mana. Or we could just put 50 mana into it, which would be better. So I think in this situation we go double mana. No, we go one mana and then we go the damaging elements. Increasing my magnitude of my shock. What would this be? 30% of 20 is 6%, but it goes down to 15%, so it's 4.5%, but it's double, so it's 9% shock value. 9% shock value when my shock value is already somewhat at like 40% means that it's really like 7% more damage. 7% more damage plus the cast speed would go kind of hard. What's my Mage Blood legacy? Oh, Sulfur, Gold, Quicksilver, 50%. Okay. I don't... Like, 100 mana with all of the increased mana things that I have that I'm going to be running is going to increase it by, like, what would that be, 180 mana? If you play Temporalis, you don't need Quicksilver. Yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and sign a contract over for my firstborn child in order to get Temporalis. But what's the point of Temporalis in Expeditions, though? Yeah, but I have this. This is what you're not counting on. So I do have the Mage Blood ready to go. It's literally twice the setup speed. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because you spend less time setting up the speed because you're just pop, 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 pop around the map. Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Have an order?
And you can play Headhunter.
Check back soon.
Can you, though? Is it worth losing 70% rarity? But I don't have 150 rarity. I don't have that much rarity naturally.
Have an order?
Right now, let me take a look. How much rarity do I have? I have 116% rarity right now, and that's without this being triggered. And that's with the gold. If I take this off, it goes to 49%. So this is a lot of rarity. Well, here's the thing, Keeson, that you're not thinking of. You're the guy that walks into the locker room with a 10-inch penis and goes, I don't understand how y'all can't get no girls. That's the problem. You're literally walking into the room as Johnny Sins and like not understanding, like, I don't get it. Why can't other guys get girls like me? I don't know if the cast speed's worth more than... I don't know if the cast speed is worth more than the mana. I think the mana is actually the way to go. Those are pretty good. What does my mana go up to with these? Nice. Extra 250 mana. Sweet. Okay. So now we have these gloves. Now the problem is we get to craft our time loss jewel and our jewels. So that's going to be fucking fun. You can take out the rune from these gloves. This one? Can you take out Curl's Hunt? Can you actually take that one out? I don't think you can. I think it's stuck. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I can take out the one from Malagaros. I can take out these. I can take out Jaquani's. Alright, how do we get out Jaquani's again? There's like some thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rework extraction warp. Okay, hold on. Yeah.
All right, your order is registered.
Goodbye, Malagaros. And then we put this right here, right? Put Jaquani's Thesis right here. Boom. Why are you not running Remnant Potency in Siphon Elements? Because Remnant Potency in Mana Remnants is massive. Oh, you mean like why am I not just... Oh yeah, I could. I absolutely could. I absolutely could do that if I wanted to. Val the helmet for a third socket. Oh my god, it's already corrupted. I'd have to twice corrupt it. I'm not doing that shit. It's giving me 24 spirit. I like it. I'm not twice corrupting this and hoping it doesn't fucking brick. That's ridiculous. Can't get third socket if you twice corrupt. There you go. Yeah, there you go. So we're gonna dump Jaquani's right into this because that's where it's supposed to go. How much mana am I gonna get? Let's find out. Nice. 3,800 mana. Sweet. And now we are large. Okay, so now looking at this gentleman's... I will have to get going here pretty soon. We got to get going at like 11:30 to go get my dog's baths, but I will be back on later. Okay, so what's he running? We got critical hit damage bonus, 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 more critical hit damage bonus, more critical hit damage bonus, more critical hit damage bonus, and more critical hit damage bonus. So he's going for critical hit chance and critical hit damage bonus on literally every single fucking one. Nice. I mean, we went from 3,200 to 3,800 mana. And we get +2 to ranks of the projectile skills, which is fucking wild. Those ain't cheap. No, they're not, but we can craft what we can. We also need to create the Time Lost Sapphire, which is this. So notable passes are going to give us critical hit damage bonus, fractured. Then notables also give 1% increased mana, critical hit chance for spells, and critical hit damage bonus. Upgrades radius to very large, and it's corrupted. Cool, sweet. Okay, how the fuck do we craft that? Because that's the next thing on our list. We got 45 minutes to craft that Time Lost Sapphire. I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom. This one is a disaster to craft. Where's Keeson? Where'd he go? Keeson, come back. That one is a tricky because the mana percent is desecrate only, meaning you have to save the desecrate. Boy. How much is it? Let's just do that. How much is it to buy? It might actually be worth it just to buy that one. But then I'm just gonna buy that shit. Fuck that. I don't want to craft that shit. If it's only 700 divs to fucking buy, I'm just gonna buy it and craft the other ones. So, notables. Critical hit damage bonus, right? Or is it critical hit? It's critical hit damage bonus, right? Okay. Yes.
We have a reservation at the museum, so we'll have to leave it
11:30. I told him. Okay. Then the next one is notables grant crit hit chance and another critical damage bonus. So double critical damage bonus. Is it crit chance or just crit chance for spells? Crit chance for spells. Notable mana. It's max rolled with quality if it's corrupted. Okay. And radius very large. It needs to have double of these, right? So it needs to have 2 counts of this one. So it needs to have count. Notable critical hit damage bonus. Unless one is critical hit damage bonus, the other is critical damage bonus spells. Critical spell damage bonus. Got it. So one is notable damage bonus, and the other one is notable critical damage bonus for spells. That one. Okay. All right. Now what we need to do is 10% on that one. Sorry. That one's crit chance. So 10, 10, 12, 1. How are not all these 10s? Oh, because the quality is increasing it. It's because it's a caster modifier. So I think it's this one is 8, 10, 10, 12. I think that's it. God damn it. What are they? Because the caster modifiers are making this different. Or are they actually rolls? I can't read this shit. 5 sockets better to Donia's with 9 PC? Yes, it is. Okay. That's this one. But it's not finding anything at 10. So that's the problem here. I don't know which one this is, but it's causing the problem. Okay. So that's the critical hit chance for spells, I'm assuming. And that's damage. 10, 12. And then this one's 1. There we go. Okay. Yeah. 12, 8, 10, 1. So this one right here. Upgrades large and quality. 670. I mean, that seems like a good buy, bro. Because nothing's better. Okay, this one's 12, 8, 10 minions. That's not what we want. We need double. No, these are. Hold on. Where is it? These are double. Where's the double crit damage? This is just critical damage. Yeah, this is it right here. This one somehow has like multiples. This one right here like has 5 for whatever reason. Which is like the minion thing. There's a lot of like minion shit. There's the fire resist. Wow, shape shifted. I'm just looking at what options there are. Resist, strength, dexterity, cold res, intelligence, fire res, intelligence, chill duration. Yeah, it's. No, the first one right here is very large. Freeze threshold was nice for 750 days. There was one that had, for 750, it had freeze threshold. Maybe it was like 850 or something. Hold on. There it is. For 850 with 4% increased freeze threshold, that's pretty sick. Is it worth the extra 100 divs? It'd actually be like 180, but it's small passives. That's the problem. It's small passives, not notables. And we're just grabbing notables. So I think it's just this one, bro. Honest to God, I think it's just this one. We just fucking grab this one. This one is like, it hit on everything. And it's very large. It has 20% quality. I think this is the one we want. I think we're good. Bullshit. The +6 int one was like 1,000. Cool.
I'll do you proud.
So that's obviously gonna go there. Okay. Now, from here, what we're going to do is we need to craft our sapphires. Here's my from nothing conduit. I'll keep that here for now. Yeah, I have it right here. I am prepared. Okay, so now what we need to do is clear the filters. We need a sapphire. Now, the thing that I remember is you need 2. If I remember correctly, you need 2. Do I still have that notebook? Hold on. I don't know if I still have that thing saved or is telling me exactly how to craft the jewels. There was literally like a thing that he was giving me that told me how to craft the jewels, and I think I got rid of it. But if I remember correctly, you need 2 in the position that you want, being, I think these are suffixes for your sapphire. So we'll go modifiers, jewels, hello. There you are. If I remember correctly, it is these 2. You want these 2 at like a 19%, if I remember correctly. So you need 2 with these 2 already hit. You don't need a fracture per se. And then there's like a whole fucking crafting thing, and I completely forgot it because, God, it's been some time. But you're going to be using like contempt and ferocity and shit. And you have to buy these, and you have to hope that the contempt, or whatever the fuck it is, hits the extra suffix modifier. And then did I really get rid of that? Hold on. Dang it. Here, end messages, go down this one. All right. And he goes critical. Oh, he goes increase effect of suffixes. Okay, so it's either spell damage or it's critical hit chance for spells. It's the other one that he's trying to roll for. It's critical hit chance. So those are the 3 you're going for. But you need these 2 first that are nice and high. Then you need to put in the one to give you the extra suffix modifier. And then from there, how did he chaos it? You could chaos it. You could chaos just the prefixes, which was for the spell damage, I believe. You want the increased spell damage as your prefix. You don't want any recover mana on kill? I feel like you're going to want one of those. I feel like you're going to want 1 mana on kill. Like maybe 1 or 2. That way you get 3% and you get double that, which is 6% mana on kill. I feel like mana on kill is more powerful than getting critical hit chance. I just can't remember the exact recipe. Someone sent me the recipe and I deleted it, and I don't have the recipe anymore, but I'm more than certain you're looking for critical hit damage. And these can be whatever it is, right? I mean, like, you do want them to be high, but they can be whatever. Without it being corrupted. Ew. Thank you. That's definitely not it. I literally clicked it and just got a lasagna recipe. What a troll. I love you so much. That was the best moment in streaming I've had in a while. It's like, here's fucking lasagna, bro. And you want no crafted modifiers. Huh. I feel like crafting these is going to be an absolute bitch. Pretty sure that's the one he has. Critical hit chance for spells or just critical hit chance. He does have a recover 3% mana. He has 2 of them. So he does agree that, like, yeah, you want that. Okay. Critical hit chance for spells. And that's the desecration. Got it. Okay, so you need the first 2 to be high. You desecrate the... Okay, I get it now. Then you do that. Then you do that. Then you do that. Okay. Adorned only affects 2 mod or sapphires that only have 2 mods. And you can get more out of it without the adorned. So you have to desecrate for the increased critical hit chance for spells, and that's the expensive part. That's why these are really, really expensive. But if you hit that, then you're good to go. What's the... Hold on. That's not what I wanted. Where it's that one. Okay. What is the critical hit chance for spells? %. So you want something like 14? No results. Cool. There's 1, and they are expensive. Okay, so if we took out this, and we just looked for these, we just go for 1919s. These are 24 divs each. About 30 divs each. We're going to need a lot of them. And we don't want any desecrations either. Yeah, I would, if you could send that to me, Evan, on Discord or whatever the case may be, I'd appreciate that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know how to do this. I'm pretty sure I know what to do here. But, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. There we go. Okay. Like this. Prefix. Any of the 2, but never double rate. Ideally 2 times damage. Crit, hit damage, critical hit chance, critical hit. Like, you can start with a 3-stat jewel, 1 prefix. But basically, your odds are 50-50-30. Yeah. Now you use a potent liquid of contempt. Yeah, because it's a 50-50. If you hit the +1 prefix, jewel is dead. Start over. Hit the +1 suffix. That's what you need. You're gonna need craniums. You're gonna need a few omens of light. That's the expensive part. You're going to need a nulls, echoes. Technically, it should be safe, but always desecrate on its own. Now you need to desecrate. You're looking for second crit damage roll, ideally, or crit hit rate. If you start with double crit damage, you land second rate, and money is tight. It's fine for now. You can come back to the second suffixes are done. Now you need to Omen of Sinistral Annulment. 2 annuls. Activate the Omen. Annul the jewel. If you got lucky, you remove the +1. If you didn't, then you do it again. Once you do that, then you're going to put the thing in where you now exalt 1 time. You're going to spam chaos until you land the spell damage elemental. Then you use potent liquid of ferocity, hoping to not hit spell elemental damage. If you do, if you roll one of them, you need to delete mod, go back and do it again. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, okay, got it. Cool, sweet. So we're going to need a lot of these because these are the ones that I want. And we might have to annul prefix. So let's just take, yeah, we might have to annul prefix because the idea is that when you put in that one, it's going to remove one, I think. Let me see. It's a delirium thing. Removes a random modifier and adds a rare basic jewel with a new guaranteed craft. It doesn't matter. You can actually hit whatever you want. And then from that, you might need to desecrate and then do that. And if you already have the added modifier, it doesn't really do anything. It's just like it's going to remove a prefix or it's going to remove a suffix, whatever the case, and allows you the extra suffix modifier. It doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter. You can just get them. Okay, cool. Sweet. So we're going to need a bunch of these. We're gonna need a bunch of these. Yep. Got it. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and craft like 3. I'll probably buy like 4 or 5 of them. Okay, cool. Now from here, we need some temps. Do you not play PoE 1? Nope, I do not. I do not. Okay. I need 3 of these. Oh, whoops. It's the other way around. My bad. That'll work.
I'll post it right away.
Okay. So now what we're trying to do is we literally just hit it. It's either going to remove the prefix and give you the suffix, because it's going to remove a random mod, and it doesn't matter what mod it removes. It's going to remove a random mod. It doesn't matter if it's 4 or not. It's just a case of it needs to hit the suffix modifier. Literally doesn't matter. Here we go. There it is. Got the first one. Missed. Got it. Got it. Okay, we got 3. Sick. Okay. Now, from here, now we need craniums, which are super expensive. And omens of light, because now what we need to do is we need to roll for the crit hit chance. Cool. We are going to need a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, this is going to be rough, buddy. This is where most of our money is going to go, but it is what it is.
Let's see if there are any takers.
And then you're also going to need a bunch of Abyssal Echoes. And then we are also going to need a bunch of annulments.
All right, your order is registered.
Okay. And then we are going to need, just in case, we'll just do it, because I know, but it's just like, we just need dextrals. So I'm just going to do it, just for now. We could actually, like, just exalt and slam them. So that it only... Nah, like, it needs to be like this, where we desecrate just the suffix modifier. Yeah, it just needs to be this. Like that. It just needs to be safe. So now we have the suffix modifier. We go in and we search. And we're going for critical hit chance. Or, yeah. Or mana. Critical hit chance or mana. Okay, good luck me. Here we go. So now because it didn't hit, we click these. Now we have to remove it. We have to go again. And we go again. Maximum life on kill. That's not it. There's the critical hit chance. Awesome. Cool. So we're just going to craft one jewel at a time. We could actually do all of them, I guess. Because we got the critical hit chance. So now we can do the same thing here, I guess. No. I hit maximum life. I hit maximum life, not maximum mana. Okay. Real. Well, there it is. Critical hit chance for spells or critical hit chance. Doesn't matter. I don't want spell. Okay. There's critical hit chance for spells. You need critical hit chance with spells? Why does it need to be spells? Caster quality. Aw, that's fucking... Yeah, that's lame. But okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. There's mana on kill. I need one of those. There's critical hit chance. That's not what we want. We want critical hit chance with spells. So take that. Move. One more. That's another mana. I need two of them. Sorry, I do need two. I do need two. So I hit those two, which is good. Yeah, but you can quality the crit hit chance for spells. So I get it. I get it. Okay, so from here, what we'll do is we'll put these there. Okay. We actually need, like, more. Like, actually just need more. Where are you? Hello? There you are. I'll go ahead and get 3 more because we have to hit the contempt. This is the expensive part. The other parts are not expensive, but if we can hit this, then we're good. I'm probably gonna need one more. I need like fucking 8 of these things, so like, we're gonna need a lot. If I remember, let me take a look at his thing. Like, he's got a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 9 of them, so we're gonna need quite a few.
Sticky fingers, you hear?
And I already have 3, so I'm gonna need one more. Why not buy a fracture crit one? Because that you're not saving money. You're not saving money with the fracture. It's so much more. It's so much more money to do that. I promise you. You do not want to do that. Yes, it protects you, but it's so much more expensive to do that. If you fracture one of them, it's like, it's rough, though. It's very, very rough. And then you have to go through the chaos spamming to hit it again, and like, trust me, it just doesn't work out.
Yes. I'll post it right away.
Okay. Here we go. Let's see if we hit any of these. Did not hit. 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 Did not hit. Did not hit. Did not hit. We got 2 of them. So these are all dead. I need 4 more. But we'll see if we can hit these ones. Wait, where's my suffix? There it is. Yeah, so these are all dead. Gone. Dead. In the water. Nothing to do with them. Welcome back, Keeson. How are you doing? Hey, I've already made 2 of them, so we're not made 2 of them, but I'm close on it. All right. There's the man on kill again. God damn it! I only need 2, and I have 2, so we're good. We crit hit chance for spells, which is going to be very rough. And I do have one that has crit hit chance for spells, so we're okay. There's another one! Hooray! Okay. The cost of a 3 suffix jewel is 90 divs. For the ones you want, crit, crit, crit. Each Omen of Light is 10 divs, and each cranium is 15 divs. That's a 1/4 of the total 3 mods. Okay, well, you know what? We already spent the money. We're already here. We're doing it. And we don't want crit, crit, crit. We want critical hit chance for spells. It's a specific type of crit we want. We're already here. Bam! Fucking profited the shit. Fucking hit it. Every single one so far. Got 3 of them. Okay. So now we have 3 critical hit chance for spells and 2 mana on kills. Alright, so we're going good on that. Okay, cool. So now with the next 10 minutes in mind, we'll just go ahead and do this one. I run 0 mana on kills, by the way. I ain't that ballsy. I'm not doing it. I like mana on kill. I won't do it. I refuse. I refuse! I think the Sork mana regen is bonkers. Yeah, I also think mana on kill is fucking bonkers. Okay. Now, from here, we have to be careful with how we do this. We need to annul Sinistral. It needs to be specifically a Sinistral annulment. Okay. Taking our time. We have to roll off the suffix modifier. I think it's just like all these. Okay. Didn't hit. That's okay. We need to do 1 more. Got it. All right. So that one's done. Do the next one. Didn't hit. That's okay. Do the next one. Can I hit the 50-50 one time? Did not hit 1 time. That's okay. All right. So we have them. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. From here, we exalt once, and then we just rotate for spell damage. What do you mean? You exalt twice. Ah, yes, thank you. You exalt twice. Thank you. That's right. Exalt twice. Now you chaos. Thank you. Now you chaos. 4 spell damage. Did any of these hit? None of them hit. Okay, so now we chaos for spell damage. This is about to go off a cliff. Don't do that to me. All right, we did it right. This is the fun part. Okay, we got the spell damage. We're good. Triggered spells deal 15% increased spell damage is cool, but we want spell damage. There's a spell damage. Got it. Don't want increased maximum energy shield, just want spell damage. The fuck did I hit? Oh, another maximum energy shield. So you don't have to div this later? Does elemental damage or chaos or spell damage, I guess. So okay, so we want to div this first. I see what you're saying. Let's see here. I mean 19, 20, 14 is pretty fucking good. So I think we're good there. This one we're probably gonna have to div. And this one we're probably gonna have to div. So these two we have to div to get up to the 15%, like 19, 19, 15, right? And that div is expensive. Yeah, because you're trying to hit all 4 rolls, because that's fucking ass. So yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, okay. So we do this one until we're able to get like decent critical hit chance, and yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay. That is a very asinine thing to do. Brother, I kind of want to keep it. Look, I kind of want to keep this. There's a piece of me that just kind of wants to keep 20-20-10. I'm keeping that. 17, 19, 15, I kind of want to keep that. That's pretty fucking good, too. So now what we need to do is we need a chaos until we get high spell damage. Elemental damage is not affected by... It needs to be spell damage. The fuck did I just roll? 20% increased maximum energy shield. That's nice, but no. We need spell damage. Hey, love. I'm aware.
You need a shower, Stinker.
I need... Oh. And this also takes forever, yeah. I don't understand why you have to div it now. We do not need to div it. We've already dived it. It's 10% increased spell damage, ain't it? I hate this. I hate this, like, it doesn't hit, and I have to just... %. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. We hit it. We hit it. Okay. So now what we have to do is we have to hope to win. We win the 50-50. Now we have to hope it hits the 50-50. Because now the suffix has to hit, and it has to be a good roll. Oof. That is one way to do it, or we could just div it right from the start. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, so now what we need to do is we need to use liquid ferocity, correct?
Heaven
So let's go ahead and get a bunch of ferocities.
I'll post it right away.
Okay. So with this, so is there, okay, removes a random modifier. It's a random modifier. Is there, do we have to use Sinistral on this? Do we have to use a Sinistral crystallization on this? No? It just hits, it'll just slam it. It will just hit? Okay. It will just hit. Just slam it. Okay. Well. It didn't hit. It missed. Damn. All right. I got to start getting ready, boys. I got to head out. So we will continue this later today or tomorrow. And we get back to chaosing. Yep. Yeah. We're going to be here for a while to craft these jewels. Jewel crafting is going to take a while, but we have the divs to do it and we're going to make it. So we'll do that when we do it. All right, guys. I will see you either later today or tomorrow. You're going to be here for an hour or two. Yeah, it's going to be a while. Holy, don't at me like that. I'm allowed to play other games, okay? And I'm doing very well in League, by the way. I'm like 15-2. I'm climbing, brother. I don't want to hear shit.